Dehydrating parsley is so simple. And it's super great because I no longer have to buy my parsley from the store. It actually grows really great in the garden. In fact, it comes back every year. So this is something that I can continually have. Now, I admit I use a lot more of the fresh parsley in the summertime, but in the winter, I love it for my soups, for my eggs, so many things that I add the parsley to. The key is to get a nice even layer in the dehydrator so that it doesn't inhibit the airflow, because that hot air is what's going to dry out the parsley. I usually try to avoid covering the center hole and just do it all around the outside. Now I'll place these on the dehydrator, set it to 125 degrees, and let it sit for anywhere from 6 to 12 hours. Now that my parsley is all dry, I've found that the best way for me to take care of it is by using a big bowl. And that just makes it a little easier because I don't have to pluck it all off. I just go right over the bowl and dump it into it. Plus it works really well for the next step, which is actually to get rid of those stems. You could, I suppose, pluck off all the leaves and then work with it like this, but I just don't think that would work very well. It would be very labor intensive. Okay, so the next thing that I do with it in my bowl, I just kind of scrunch them. I kind of try to get all of the stalks going a similar direction because that makes it easier. I really don't want to break up the stalks. I just want to break up the leaves. And you can usually do that by being fairly gentle about it. I let my husband do this for me one time, and he obliterated the stems, everything, but it wasn't nearly as pleasant to use because it had all these little sticks in it. Essentially, I just want the leaves to stay. I kind of separate it out just to make sure the leaves that got in the middle come out. And then I just start removing those stems, and I'll get rid of those later. The more dry the parsley is, the better it's going to do. So you really want it nice and crisp. I find that I don't want to do too many at a time or it can be a little bit difficult. Once I get down to a certain point, it's just about pulling out those sticks. Generally speaking, you can feel them really well as you're trying to scrunch it. Once I have the majority of the sticks taken care of, that's when I get a little more serious about scrunching these up and trying to get them into nice small flakes. And then I just use a jar funnel and put it in one of my mason jars. I mean, you could really put it in anything as long as it was an airtight container. Then I'll put a lid on it, label it, and it should be good for the next 6 to 12 months.